We now go to the airport where we have our correspondent Mary Chinda reporting from the airport as the arrival of former President Muhammadu Buhari is still being expected at the Abuja airport. Hi, Mary Chinda. Well, good to see you. Has the president arrived or is still on his way? And what is the situation there at the Abuja airport?
Okay, we expect the president. But it is worthy to note that one of the presidential planes has already carried some of his family members to Dara, where they're expected to be resting, of course, after this 8 years of serving the country. However, the First Lady, the former First Lady Aisha Buhari, is actually here as well. She's awaiting her husband, and that plane over there is going to be taking the president, the outgoing president, to Katsina, where he is billed to be received by, of course, family members. But in company of the outgoing president today is a plethora of ministers who had actually served in his government, from the outgoing Minister for Humanitarian Affairs to, the for Labour and others as well. Of course, the two spokespersons have also been spotted here. Both Garba Shehu and, of course, Additional have also been spotted here. I was just trying to get a feel from the outgoing Minister for Humanitarian Affairs about what it really felt like to serve in the government. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, just very quick one.
When I was there, it was under me.
Okay, just very quick one, as I was saying before we went on air. What exactly did it feel like serving under the outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari?
Well, let me start by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for bringing us to this date and for the opportunity given to us. And secondly, to also express my profound appreciation to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari for the trust that he has restored in me, or on me to serve in his cabinet. Well, serving under His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari is a great honor and a great privilege. And this is a leader whom we all very much respect and we all very much cherish. And he has exhibited such a high sense of leadership quality that once he assigns you with a job or with a responsibility, he has that trust in you for you to discharge your responsibility in the best way that you are supposed to do it. So it's a great privilege and it's a great honor serving under his administration.
Do you have any hopes or expectations of the incoming president? I mean, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has just been sworn in as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Well, of course, I have this high hope in the administration of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he has demonstrated that while he was governor of Lagos State, and he's a great leader. So we expect much from him. Inshallah, he's going to do his best. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. That was the outgone Minister for Humanitarian Affairs right there. I mean, expressing gratitude for having the opportunity to serve the country in the capacity that she had. And we're also being joined by another minister. Now, tell me, Ma, you had an opportunity as a woman to serve under the outgone leadership of the former president. Now, tell me, what exactly was the feel, especially for you as a woman? I mean, we've had a lot of conversations about the 35% affirmative action for women and all of that.
Yes, it was a very fulfilling experience. I started off as the Executive Secretary of BITAT when we won the elections. Then I went on to be the Minister of State of the Environment and the Minister of State of the Niger Delta Affairs. I see this as the fulfillment of the dreams that we all had in 2015 for President Muhammadu Buhari to come into power. And he has fulfilled that dream. and today is the end of it. But we are glad that we're transiting, and we have transited very well into another government of which I have very high hopes of excelling.
All right, thank you so much, Ma. Oh, well, I mean, that is what it actually is. But in a couple of minutes, we're going to be having the outgone president, the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, who's also billed to be inspecting the Guard Brigade right there. And then, of course, head home to Katsina State, where he has said he's going to be spending a lot of time with his cows and all of that, as he is retiring.
Thank you very much, Mary Chinda. Great job there, giving us the opportunity to hear from Shadia Umar Farouk CON, outgone minister, and also Sharon Ikeazo, outgone Minister of State for Niger Delta. We go back to the Eagle Square to continue with the proceedings.
May I also inform our distinguished guests not to panic at the sound of the firing of 21 gun salute, for it is the sound of freedom of our great nation, Nigeria. As earlier mentioned, number 1, 2, 3 guard is provided by the Nigerian Army. Number 4 guard is provided by the Nigerian Navy. 5 guard provided by the Nigerian Air Force, and number 6 guard provided by the Nigerian Police Force. Permit me at this moment, Your Excellency, to hand over the microphone to Captain Godfrey Anebiabapa to continue with the commentary.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Odunayo Olopodana and Mr. Mohamed Tijani for the commentary so far. Your Excellencies, most distinguished invited guests, very senior officers, ladies and gentlemen, it's still event unfolding here at the Eagle Square, Abuja, Nigeria, where activities climaxing the presidential inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. We witnessed a while ago the various guards marching in slow, quick time, having paid compliment to the special guest of honor. A short while from now, will revert back to their positions, come to halt by numbers, beginning with the number 1 guard. That particular aspect of the parade of this magnitude is one that will be thrilling and exciting to our audiences, both here and those viewing from their TV screens at home. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, permit me to hand over the microphone to Group Captain Kenandi to guide us through the air display by the Nigeria Air Force.
Thank you very much, Captain Abakwa. Guests of honor, sir, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, I warmly and heartily welcome you all to the aerial display segment of this ceremony. 5 aircraft types from the Nigerian Air Force Infantry are performing in today's aerial display. The first aircraft was the Augusta 109, which you saw, proudly displaying the national colors during the hoisting of the national and defense flags. The crew comprised Squadron Leader Larry Azi, Flight Lieutenant Shaibu and Ariola. Helicopter operates out of 405 Helicopter Training Group Enugu. Unit commanded by Wing Commander Deji Omokunga, tasked with the conduct of advanced combat training for NAV helicopter pilots. The remaining 4 aircraft performing will be in the following order: F7 call sign Tiger, Super Tucano call sign Phantom, L39 call sign Cobra, and the JF-17 with call sign Thunder. The Nigerian Air Force was established to provide the full complement of forces to enhance the Nigerian military posture. This was born out of observations made by the Nigerian Army personnel during peace support operations on the need for airlift capability. Established in 1964, the Nigerian Air Force at 59 today has indeed come of age and matured into a formidable fighting force, highly capable of applying air power in pursuit of national security imperatives. Accordingly, today's aerial display will be performed by pilots and crews of the most extensively tested and probably the best air force in this region of the world. On display today will be the professionalism and skill of a highly airmen and airwomen. The display today is a mark of appreciation as well as a pledge of unalloyed loyalty to the constituted chain of command. To start off the aerial display today is the F-7NI, call sign Tiger. This aircraft is piloted by the 101 Air Defense Group Makurdi, unit commanded by Group Captain MB Mwazu. Distinguished guests, please cast your attention to the 3 o'clock position to acquire the Tiger as it comes for an afterburner pass. May I also crave your indulgence not to panic at the Tiger's roar. This sound of freedom is a nightmare to terrorists and bandits, but it's also a Ladies and gentlemen, the Tiger. The red-hot flames at the tail of the aircraft are the result of the afterburners, which act to increase the thrust of the aircraft and allow it to generate a very high rate of turn. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for this agile interceptor of your beloved Nigerian Air Force. F-7 is a supersonic fighter interceptor aircraft with the primary role of defending the territorial airspace of Nigeria. Since its induction to the Nigerian Air Force in 2010, has played a vital role in defending the nation. Next is the Phantom formation, comprising 3 Super Tucano aircraft which operate out of 407 Air Combat Training Group Kainji. The lead aircraft, we have Squadron Leader Kabir Usman and Wing Commander James Santiago Bako, the unit commander. Number 2 is being flown by Squadron Leaders Festus Oga and Dr. Super Hastro. While in number 3, we have Squadron Leader Zaki Getto and Flying Officer Moses Kasam. The Phantom formation will execute a Lazy 8 maneuver and an echelon turn to set up for a bomb burst maneuver overhead the arena. Super Tucano was inducted into the Nigerian Air Force in 2021. It's a light attack aircraft manufactured by Sierra Nevada Corporation, United States of America, in partnership with Embraer Defense and Security Company of Brazil. So far, the aircraft has performed exceptionally in combat operations across various theaters to ensure the security of our dear nation.
Well, former President Muhammadu Buhari has now arrived at the Abuja airport on his way to Daura, Katsina State. Earlier on, Mary Chinda told us that the plane is waiting. An advanced aircraft had already taken members of his family to Daura. And now the former president with his spouse, Ajia Aisha Buhari, there at the airport and saying goodbye to the officers who are at the airport to see him off. And after that, well, the next reception will be in Daura. Before he leaves now, there will be, also goodbye to the guards that are there. Maybe that had been done earlier. But this is the final departure as the 15th President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Many ministers there. We can see Dr. Chris Ngige. Earlier on, we heard from Minister of State Niger Delta, Sharon Ikeazo, and also from the former minister, I must say, of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, CON. Well, quite a long, queue of officers there as the president heads towards the aircraft. Yet every good thing that has a beginning must also come to an end. And there it is there. It's taking, receiving pleasantries. And, these are officers of the Air Force, seeing of the president. Now, he's going to go to the days just to take the salute from that, lineup of guards. They must be from, from the Brigade of Guards to see off the former Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. There, yes, he goes to the podium, and then he waves by to the guards. Okay, that done. Yes, he didn't go onto that podium. an indication that power has changed. And there is his ADC, former ADC, going with him, carrying the old military colors that were handed over to the ADC, the defense flag, and also the flag of Nigeria. As the president also, a lineup of ministers there. We could see Garuba Shehu there, and other ministers. Minister of the FCT is also on that lineup. All of them probably saying thank you, sir. And that is the Chief of Staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, who has also done a great job. And the Vice President is also at the airport. Former Vice President, also at the airport, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, to see off his principal, his boss, as he gets into the aircraft. He will turn and wave to everybody, and that's bye for now. See you later, Nigeria.
All right, that's the end of an era. That's it. President Buhari enters the aircraft en route to Daura, the end of an era with his ADC, and everybody, bidding him farewell that served with President Muhammadu Buhari. This is the second time one of those few Nigerians that got a chance to have a stab at it twice.
Yes.
But in the military khaki and also as a civilian elected president. So I think we'll just wait while they prepare the flight, the plane to fly, and then once it gets airborne, they will say truly it's been the end of an era.
Truly symbolic. This day must come for every elected president when they will bid goodbye and perhaps reflect on how well they've served the Nigerian people. But it's instructive to see that he's had quite a number of people turn up for him at the airport to say thank you and farewell, led by the Vice President or former Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo.
And this is symbolically also the last, flight in the presidential plane, by former President Muhammadu Buhari. As former president.
Former presidents, if they have to go on an assignment, they could ask the office of the NSA to release, any of the aircraft.
But this is the last flight he's going to take.
But this is not the main aircraft. This is not the code sign NA1. This is a smaller aircraft in the fleet. And it will return to Abuja after dropping him off immediately.
Definitely. I mean, you don't take it away like people have the habit of taking away government property. It doesn't have to be parked in Daura. It goes back to Abuja. And please, that's also instructive for other government officials to not to take pots, spoons, pans, away. It's really important. Not even take matchbox away.
Not even pillowcases.
Not pillowcases.
Some people made away with pillowcases, we were told. But, that doesn't happen at the presidential level. Never at the presidential level.
Well, Ruben, when this plane eventually takes off and lands in Katsina, I think there will be celebration. Because the last time a son of Katsina State was president, he did not arrive home alive. Yes, Umaru Yar'Adua, who was president then. Of course, in 2007, he came into office, but he did not go home alive. Today, President Buhari is boarding that plane alive and is going back to his people. There will be celebration in Katsina. Of course, there will be celebration in Daura, his homestead.
Really important one. Well, so I think everything will be clear for flight now.
I'm sure that there will be a lot more today that, we'll be witnessing. The ceremony at the Eagle Square is still ongoing. And, the door to the aircraft has been shut. So that aircraft is likely to start moving shortly. You could see that the president is accompanied by a few persons. That's how it is done, to follow him home. Some of them will spend 2 days or 3 days, and then, of course, everybody will start their life afresh. That's how it is.
End of an era. Well, all right, I think pretty much that's about it for our own broadcast here, our telecast here. Our colleagues will come in afterwards, and you have 2 pictures there. And...
Still,
Okay.
The parade is still ongoing at Eagle Square, but still to come, we would have air display by the Nigeria Air Force, cultural troop display. The inaugural speech is another item on the program that a number of people are looking forward. His first speech as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Well, we have images there from the parade ground. The special coverage of the inauguration will continue with Rotus Odiri, Temitope Fagbemi, and Rolake Akinkunbe Filani. They'll be here to take you through the afternoon session of our coverage. Stay with us. It's still the Arise News channel.
The nucleus of our air defense system. Aircraft will execute a 360 degrees maximum turn with afterburners, thereafter set up for victory rolls overhead.